This is not a drill. We gotta get it together. The time change happened last weekend. We have to make our plan to stay very routine, very structured, but still very soft and very cozy. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about everything routines. Morning routine and night routine. These are the routines that have helped me in the past 2 weeks really feel structured and feel like the best version of myself. And I want you guys to feel the same exact way. So let me share with you everything I'm doing so you can implement a routine that's going to help you feel really good, really motivated, really grounded for the next couple of months as we're in late fall going into winter. Hello and welcome back to the channel. Welcome if you're new here. This is the second episode of the Cozy Girl Fall series. And so I'm just going to share what's been working for me. Of course, everyone's life is different. Everyone's lifestyle is different. So take what resonates and make any tweaks and add in whatever you want into your own routine. It's just a matter of choosing a couple habits that allows you to focus on yourself and give time to yourself, both in the morning and the evening, before you give your time and energy away to anyone else. So once you've picked a couple things that you're like, this is what I need to feel good, and it's a matter of staying consistent with those and just do them every single day. That's what it comes down to. That's the science that makes sense in my mind. Okay. And it's been working for me, at least the past couple of weeks. So let's get into morning routine. The number one most important thing is to have a consistent wake up time. This is so important, guys, because you need to regulate your sleep schedule. Like, you want your circadian rhythm to make sense. Like, it can't be thrown off. Different sleep and wake times is really bad. So you are gonna feel the most well rested when you're going to bed and waking up at the same time or around the same time every single day. Now, for me personally, I suffer from extremely dry eyes, and I know something that helps me a lot in the mornings is to do my dry eye mask. So it's just a heated mask that I have to put on my eyes and leave it on there for 10 minutes. So I'm also going to take that time, because my eyes are closed, to kind of like meditate a little bit, stay grounded, try not to have too many thoughts jumping in and out about what I got to do today and all of that. It's just a matter of being in tune with my body and taking that time to feel out how I feel, what are my emotions, but really trying my hardest not to get into to-do list mode. Just relax, take a moment for myself mode. Along with that, I also have a LED red light mask, so it's kind of the same idea. When I have that mask on, I try to sit still. Now, along with my masks, I also religiously have a green tea every single morning. Green tea is really good for your gut health. I remember I used to have really bad bloating a couple years ago, and once I learned about green tea and the health benefits, there's a lot of antioxidants. Like, you know what? Yes. And the cultures that drink green tea, Japanese people live very long, and so I'm like, they're onto something. So I've stolen that. Again, that ties in with taking a moment for myself. Now, it's also really important in these next few months to fit in movement and physical activity into our day, ideally into your morning. Starting your day off moving your body is one of the best things you can do for yourself. That's where you're getting your serotonin, your dopamine, all the good chemicals that we need, especially during these couple months, and we need to do everything we can to make sure we are getting our supply. Now, if you aren't able to work out every single day, at least I think it's good to do a stretch, a nice 10-15 minute stretch. There's so many different tutorials or people who provide routines that you can follow along on YouTube or TikTok or any platform, honestly. But I think moving your body, even going for a walk, any sort of movement is really important during this time. It's so good for keeping us fresh and alert throughout our day. For the last two parts of my morning routine, I want to do a 10-minute get ready every single day, minimum. Some days that looks like just doing my hair and putting on an outfit. Some days it might look like a hair, outfit, and I'm gonna do a little light makeup. That could be about 20 minutes. So I leave that kind of open because it kind of will depend on my energy for the day. So that is really important for me to keep up with, especially for putting on clothes that makes me feel productive while I'm working. And lastly, for the morning routine, definitely want to make sure I'm eating breakfast early enough, making sure I'm having my first meal at a good time, and making sure that it's high in protein, because for me, I always feel like I have the most energy when my breakfast is high in protein. And that's it for the morning routine. It's nothing crazy, nothing wild, but I will admit it's not the easiest thing to do sometimes to wake up an extra hour earlier than before you have to leave for work or start work because, you know, you want to get your sleep in. Again, the theme is you want to do things that are going to help your future self and also your present self. Okay, now let's get into our night routine. The theme for the night routine is slowing down, relaxing, romanticizing the night, and prepping for the next day. Now, when I'm done my work day, this is where I like to do my reading to kind of break up my day. So I work, do some reading, and then in the evening, I either do whatever house chores I have or whatever content that I need to get done. But something about reading in between that time just kind of feels like a nice little break and helps my brain calm down and be ready to move on and do whatever I have to do for the second half of the day. In my first video, if you guys haven't seen that yet, I kind of talked about some of the goals that I want to focus on or focuses for the next couple months, and social media detox, reducing overstimulation are on that list. And reading is a part of that. It's, you know, finding entertainment outside of being online. And I'd really encourage you guys to do the same. Find some hobbies or activities that you can do where you're separated from your phone and your laptop and TV. All right, now in my night routine, I'm setting a strict 9 p.m. cutoff. I have a really hard time with setting boundaries with work. My days can blur a little bit, so I'll finish my day job and then into the evening I'm editing or I'm brainstorming or I'm planning. It's very easy for me to work late into the night. I love doing it. Low key, is this a safe space? I love it. But it's not the best way to go about life, and it's better to be a bit more balanced. By 9 o'clock, everything is shut off. No more social media, no more work, no more content, just me and my night routine and a vibe and a candle. That's it. And speaking of candle, I also like to signal to my brain it's wind down time. So 9 p.m., lights are dimmed. I light my little candle. Right now we have an autumn themed candle. It just gives a nice environment and really helps me settle down and relax. Whatever time you choose is going to be very important. And again, it keeps up with the consistency of like waking up and going to bed at the same time. Because if your brain is expecting every evening at 9 p.m. you're winding down and you're turning up the lights, you're gonna get into sleepy mode, and by the time you get into the bed and put your head on the pillow, you're gonna be out. So the next thing in my night routine is my 30-minute clean. At 9 o'clock, from 9 to 9:30, I'm essentially doing a quick clean. I'm doing all my dishes, running the dishwasher, tidying up any things that are around the house, cluttering the house, enough so that when I wake up the next day in the morning, I'm waking up to a nice, clean, tidy environment, especially the kitchen. I cannot stand waking up and seeing a kitchen that just has too much going on. And following our 30-minute clean, we also want to do a little bit of prep. So this is where I like to set out any clothes that I'm going to be wearing the next day. So I pick out my workout clothes so that I don't have to think about that first thing in the morning. I pick out what I'm going to wear the next day. I pack my lunch, and I also prep any breakfast. So if I need to make a chia seed pudding or something that's overnight, that all gets done right after the 30-minute clean, and that usually takes like 10 minutes. That way I have everything ready for the next day, and I'm not running around and running out of time and stressing out the next morning, because we want our mornings to be peaceful, and doing the prep the night before is always better. You never regret it. Now, after my 30-minute clean, prepping for the next day, body care, hair care, skincare. Skincare is a non-negotiable for me as someone who has dealt with acne and hormonal acne for basically most of my 20s. I am traumatized. And it's not to say that when you don't wash your face or you don't do skincare every day, you're gonna get acne. It's way more complicated than that. There are a lot of factors when it comes to acne. I feel like if you've gone through it, you know. I cannot slip up on my skincare. It's like ingrained in me. Every single night without fail, I do my skincare. Any hair treatments that I need to put in, sometimes I put in some scalp serums or hair density serums. So just taking that time to focus on anything hair, body. And that's a wrap. I try to be in bed by 10:30, and that brings us to an end to the night routine. The night routine that has had me feeling like $1 million the past 2 weeks. Simple, cozy, realistic, I hope. Like I was like, oh, you only need to focus on 2 or 3 things, but I feel like I listed a bit more than that, but a lot of them kind of relate to each other or intertwined. Yeah, we just got to keep it simple and keep it consistent, and we're good. Like this is what's going to carry us throughout the next few months and keep us feeling good. Alright guys, so that brings us to the end of the video, the end of episode 2, fall routines. Our next episode, episode 3, it is going to be focused on just lightening our load going into fall. Like, what are we doing to feel lighter in terms of organizing and decluttering our space? Someone commented on my first video and said that the first video where I was going over some of my fall goals, they were like, it's winter though. And I was like, you know what? Yes and no. Like, I get where they're coming from, but also November is such a dreary, gloomy, rainy month that it's like, no, we need to focus and laser in on the fall cozy vibes during that month. Until we get to December, then we can get into like, oh yay, Christmas, and excited for that season, you know? I hope this video helped you and you found it useful anyway. If you did, please remember to like this video and subscribe to the channel. I will see you in the next video. Bye.